the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Stafford. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right now. On offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. Near perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to
30 before he's hit and dropped.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a foot. Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Up 2nd and 13. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got it.
Early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them. 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Open man is Uzomah. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Out by the linebacker, being all over that one and knocking it away.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
This may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Charles, not red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
On first down, it's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And down to the 15. A big play there for L.A.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder, how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl? Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Rams are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And they're able to get this one.
Trait and make him slow his pace or change direction. That's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Higgins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Here we go. Ready?
On 3rd down, Mixon.
And he's got a Bengals first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. That catch good for only a couple.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To Mixon on the check down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pickup.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And then McPherson for the extra point.
Bowen, red.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. Over once more.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And across midfield. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Stafford. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
These two teams all tied after one. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Sister 19 low online.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. On the delay, it's Mixon. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Another scouting. That means is his ability to read, react.